The first alert to some important deadlines for people in Valley looking to vote in the upcoming special city council election. So if you need to update your voter registration information or are voting for the first time, the deadline for online and mailed registration is December 29th. The deadline to register in person at the election office is January 2nd. Valley will hold a special city council election on January 13th, and that'll be entirely by mail. 6 candidates are running for 2 open seats there.